So my 60 is back in the warehouse again, and today I'm going to be working on something I probably should have taken care of a long time ago. What I got here is I got a new brake booster, and this is a brake booster from 8 or 4 in FJ80. It should bolt up. Looks nice and clean, nice and new. Yeah, my brakes are kind of squishy, and I really should have taken care of this a long time ago, but I didn't because it was working. But now I want it to feel firm, like my Tacoma does. And then I was driving Jack's 60, and his brakes were super firm, so that's when I said, all right, I need to get that taken care of. And one thing I'm also going to get taken care of is when I first got the 60, I did brakes all around. I did the hoses, or the brake lines. I didn't do the drums. I did the shoes, the cylinders, the discs in the front, and I bought, or somebody bought 2 driver's side calipers, and I just paid for it. And so now I'm finally getting back around to getting the passenger side caliper. And the reason I waited so long is because the driver caliper seemed to be seized, because when I was braking it would pull to the right, or the passenger side. So that's the one I really want to get taken care of, and I haven't taken care of the passenger side because it's been braking fine and not pulling to the left or right. So that's why I waited so long, and now I'm gonna get around to it. So I got another caliper. Hopefully this is the right one for the passenger side, and we'll go ahead and get that installed. I also did get a new locking hub. I got a locking hub for the other side because it was broken when we took it off. Springs and parts just all fell out of it, and I kept this one because it was working, but now I want them to look the same, and I got a new one just purely for cosmetics. So I won't be doing this today. I need to wait for some gaskets to come in, and once that comes in I'll go ahead and replace this. But for now I'm going to take this tire off, replace the caliper, and
I might have the gaskets.
You might? Okay.
I think I do. Yeah, I do.
I know we used some of yours when we did that one. And Evan used...
There's no way I don't have those.
Yeah. But I got 2 coming in, so if you have it...
Actually, it could be different because I have the different rockers on my 40. But I don't know, we'll check.
Okay.
It should be over there.
And meanwhile, Jack's helping me out and getting started on removing the brake booster while I work on the caliper. So maybe I should have done this brake booster at the very beginning. So Jack was taking out the brake booster. He was taking off the bolts on the inside, and the pin that holds the pedal to the brake booster, this is it. There's a hole, and then I don't know what this is called, but the hole there for a cotter pin and a washer, it had neither. So this bolt could have ended up slipping out and disconnecting the brake pedal from the brake booster. So that's kind of sketchy right there. Almost there. We got almost everything disconnected for the brake booster. Got the caliper already in place. Pretty quick. So now just to get the brake booster installed and to go test it out.
Already drained out.
Fully drained out?
Yeah, I think so. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh. There we go.
So the cotter pin could have like slipped out just a little bit, but if it would have completely slipped out, that's no more brake.
Yep. Well, I mean, Like your pedal would still
this
probably
bolt for?
hit this, and you would have some brakes. No idea.
Do we need this plate?
Yeah, I might as well.
Put it back.
It's pretty sweet. Oh no, it's not gonna fit.
The brake, this part's too big. Or these.
Oh yeah, it doesn't really matter, I guess.
What's like a heat shield? It's like a heat shield, right?
Yeah.
Is there exhaust somewhere that's from the engine?
Yeah, it's from the exhaust. It goes on that side.
Let's see. Will it fit?
No, no way. That one's way bigger.
Yeah, it looks bigger.
Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It might.
Yeah, it actually will.
Nice. Cool, man. This is just like what contacts the inside.
I know, but how do you lock this part in place?
It goes on the tip. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, see, look at this.
Right.
This is, you screw this in and lock it in
This
place.
doesn't even have one.
So this pin right here, which pushes on the cylinder, you adjust it and lock it in place with this nut back here. This one doesn't even have the nut on the backside, so.
Yeah, we basically just gotta make sure that the distance from like the deck to the tip is the same, and then we'll adjust it if we need to. So I'm just gonna do not from the deck, but from the top of this because it's easier. It's like 11.5 millimeters.
How critical is this?
Or no, that's 16.5. Very critical. Because if it's too far, even by a little bit, it will constantly, like your brakes will just be on all the time. Oh, that's good. It's about the same. So this is a little less. So we're going to have to adjust this one in. And it could also be like maybe we need to test drive it and then adjust it a little more because who knows, maybe that's part of why they feel so soft. So this one's at 18 millimeters and this one's 15.5. So
You sure you measure it from wherever you measured it from?
yeah.
It wouldn't be from like wherever this spline part is?
No, definitely not, because it's within relation to where the master cylinder mounts. So I measured it based off, I measured it from here, but it's the same on both parts. So you want to measure it from this surface.
Okay.
So I just did it plus the thickness, like 1 inch or whatever.
All right.
Hey, perfect. My eyeball micrometer is strong today. Uh-oh. That's how they get lost right there. 10 millimeter. Alright, testing brakes on a rainy day. What could be less safe? Oh, I heard that.
Noise, yeah. Guess the bushings didn't fix that.
No. Just wasting our lives over here. I usually go on the other road, but
That other one over there?
yeah, this will work. Is it better?
It feels firmer. It feels more firm.
It doesn't feel like my 60 though? 60, baby. 60 kilometers an hour.
30. Feels firmer.
Yeah, it's good.
It does, but still feels a little squishy.
Yeah. That might be normal though. I mean, it's not going to feel like your Tacoma. Even my 60 is a little squishy.
It does feel a little bit better.
Dude, like near my place, I think.
Kind of locked up.
Is that like as hard as you could?
Yeah.
Oh wow. There you go.
There you go. I guess they're working.
Yeah, we should bleed them again and like bleed the master cylinder.
Can we see if they both locked up? Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, that one locked up for sure.
And this one did for sure. You can see both. Let's look at it.
So here's the model for the handle that I designed, and we already printed one out, which is a prototype. Now we got some better filament. What exactly are we using this time around?
This is it's nylon filament, but it's infused with like chopped carbon fiber.
Okay.
So it's like carbon fiber reinforced filament. It's pretty cool stuff. It's like has like about half the strength of like regular aluminum. So I mean, I'm sure it's more brittle, but
It'll be strong enough for the door
it should
handle
be strong enough
that I'm
because
not
the
going
PLA
to use.
The other material we use works, but it's just
Yeah.
if it gets too hot, it'll start to deform. And this stuff, like, it'll go up to like 150 degrees Celsius, which you only see if your car's on fire.
Yeah. And
Good.
here in Texas, inside a vehicle that's parked outside can get pretty hot. I don't know about that hot, but so we're about to
Got my
start printing.
My janky enclosure setup.
It's pretty good, except for maybe the
well,
top part.
The top,
The
and
closure.
this is the door. So I'm gonna have to do a fresh round of duct tape on this bad boy, but plexiglass is expensive right now, so
And out of stock
and I
because
couldn't
everybody's
find
using it.
the right size. So I guess I'm just gonna have to wait on the plexiglass. Or maybe I'll do real glass. I don't know. But
Plexiglass.
Yeah, it works. I mean, whatever. They even have this fancy magnet. There's magnets duct tape
Taped it.
so that they magnet. They stick to this screw. Doesn't work.
And not very
So
well.
I end up taping it closed when I'm doing builds.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyways, we're about to start printing my final, I guess, final design of the door handle, which didn't really need any adjustments because it was spot on. So, I don't know, maybe in like 3 or 4 hours we'll have a new door handle ready for my rear tailgate.
oh, I forgot. I can check to see how long it takes. 5.5 hours.
Oh yeah, I'll pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah. It'll be like 3 a.m. Or no, it'll be 1.
If it doesn't fail.
Yeah. If it all goes well.
Yeah.
Which basically, with these, most of the time, unless it's some weird thing, if the first layer looks good, then it's probably going to be okay. And especially because this is not a hard part. It doesn't have a big footprint, and there's no like challenging overhangs, so it should be fine. Oh, the nozzle isn't good.
So I think that's going to be pretty much it for today and this video. I'll check back later once we get this handle printed, and there's still a lot to do on the 60. All we did today was the brake booster and the caliper, and I'm waiting on U-bolts to come in, and I think a few other things. Oh, some centering pin for the leaf springs. And once I get all that in, then I'll continue, I guess, finishing the lift on the front of the 60, so I can install those shims, U-bolts, and then those pins, the greasable pins for the other side of the leaf spring. I'll get that installed all at the same time. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and check y'all later.
Don't forget to like, comment,